Hello, you are most welcome. I'm teacher Ivan from WUNNA Educational Services. I welcome you to our next lesson concerning conversion of units. We have so far looked at a number of conversions. We have looked at how we convert units of length, how we convert units of area and volume. So in today's video, we are going to look at how we convert units of mass and the difference between mass and weight, and when does mass become weight. So hope we stick together, learn together as we enjoy together. Mass is defined as the quantity of matter contained in an object, and the SI unit of mass is kilograms. However, besides kilograms, we also have other units which include hectograms, decagrams, grams, decigrams, centigrams, milligrams, tons, among other units. There are very many units, but these are the commonly used units. Therefore, since we have very many units of mass, that means that we can convert from one into another. That's what we are going to be looking at. Maybe before we start on how we convert, let us try to go into deep of what mass is. We've seen the definition of mass, the SI unit of mass, and the other units of mass. Then mass is a fundamental quantity, meaning you can only get mass after measurement. So mass is measured using a beam balance. There are types of beam balances. We have the digital beam balance, we have the weighing scale, we have the top arm, we have the triple arm, among others. Those are all instruments for measuring mass. Maybe, how do we obtain mass of various substances? For the mass of solids, we measure using a beam balance by placing the solid object on the beam balance or the pan, the scale pan of the beam balance, and measure the mass. We have the digital beam balance. We also have the weighing scale, where we can use the stones to get the mass. However, mass of a liquid is obtained by using a container, where we shall first weigh a dry clean container and get its mass. We also weigh the same container filled with the liquid whose mass we want to get, and then the difference gives us the mass of the liquid. For air, to get the mass of air, we shall connect our container with a lid to the vacuum pump, and then we shall first of all weigh the empty clean container and note its mass. Then we connect its lid to the vacuum pump and pump out all the air and wait again. Then the difference will give us the mass of the air. However, it is a very small value, since air is very light and less dense. Otherwise, now let us look at how we convert units of mass. Still using our formula of king held, your daughter Mary drank cold milk, this one is always used to guide us on how we convert from one to another. So from what I have, 1 kilogram is equivalent to 10 hectograms, and also equivalent to 100 decagram, and equivalent to 1,000 grams. And the same applies to other units. So since 1 kilogram is equivalent to 1,000 grams, and also 1 gram is equal to 100 centigram, and 1 centigram is equal to 10 milligram, and then 1 ton is equal to 1,000 kilograms. Tons are used in measurements of very heavy bodies, majorly in industries or on weighing bridges for the loaded trucks. So tons is a unit of mass for very heavy objects whose values will be extremely too big to be expressed in other units. So that's why we use tons. So after looking at the equivalence of a kilogram in terms of grams, grams in terms of centigrams, then centigram in terms of milligram, and a ton in terms of kilogram, we can now try some examples. In our part A of the example, we are told to convert 1.5 kilograms to decigrams. So from the formula of King held your daughter Mary drank cold milk, we shall get the equivalence of 1 kilogram in terms of decigrams they want. So it means that 1 kilogram is equivalent to 10,000 decigrams. Then what about the 1.5 kilograms? That means that since we are changing from a bigger unit to a smaller unit, we shall multiply, and that will give us 1.5 kilograms equaling to 1.5 times 10,000 decigrams, hence giving us 15,000 decigrams. Part B, we have 0.25 tons to grams. So we shall first convert the 2.5 tons to kilograms, then from kilograms to the grams. However, 1 ton is equivalent to 1,000 kilograms. Then that implies that 0.25 tons will be 0.25 times 1,000, which gives us 250 kilograms. But remember, they wanted us to convert from tons to grams. So we shall not stop here. We shall continue to change from kilogram to grams. We know that 1 kilogram is equivalent to 1,000 grams. What about the 250 kilograms? That will be 250 times 1,000, hence giving us 250 kilograms being equivalent to 250,000 grams. So that is how we shall change from tons to grams. Let us look at our next example. Example C, we are told that 1/5 hectograms to centigrams. So as we convert, we shall get the equivalence of 1 hectogram in terms of centigrams. So 1 hectogram is equivalent to 10,000 centigrams. However, we have a fraction. We shall first change this fraction into an improper fraction, which is 9 over 5. How do we get 9 over 5? Multiply 5 times 1 plus a 4 to give us 9 over 5. So it will be 9 over 5 times the 10,000 to give us 9 times 2,000, since this one reduces 10 by 2 to remain with 2,000, which gives us 18,000 centigrams. So it means that 1 and 4 over 5 hectograms is equivalent to 18,000 centigrams. So that is how we shall convert units of mass. Let us look at now the trial questions. Yes, our trial question is, we have 5 questions to try out. So those are for yours to try out, so that you may evaluate yourself and check out whether you have mastered the concept. Otherwise, I'm teacher Ivan from WUNNA Educational Services. I welcome you to all our e-learning platforms on all the social media apps. I want us to look at weight, but that will be in our next lesson. So please don't miss out by simply subscribing and hitting the bell so that you get notified whenever we have a new lesson. Otherwise, hope to see you for the next lesson. Bye bye.